First Bill and Frank, now Eric and Andrew. What are you guys doing to us? Hello everyone, I watched M. Night Shyamalan's newest movie, Knock at the Cabin, an end of the world movie. An apocalypse is coming. It's coming! Ah! Anyways, it stars Dave Bautista as Leonard, and he's this leader of this, well, he's not really a leader, but he's the leader of this group of 4 people, including him, that have come to this cabin in Connecticut or New Hampshire or Pennsylvania, somewhere around there. And Eric and Andrew are there, played by Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge. And their adopted kid, Wen, played by Kristen Q, is there. And they basically, there's a home invasion of sorts, but it's not really a home invasion. And these 4 people, Dave Bautista playing Leonard, Nikki Amuka Bird playing Sabrina, Abby Quinn playing Adrienne, and Rupert Grint playing Redmond, have come to tell them that if they don't sacrifice one of them, there's going to be a bunch of plagues and the world's going to end. It's basically a retelling of the apocalypse. Not really the retelling of Revelations or anything like that, but it is definitely an allegory for like God and Christianity and stuff like that. You know, M. Night Shyamalan's bread and butter. He loves to have his God allegories and his Jesus allegories. It's the thing he does best. And so the whole movie is them, you know, the Eric and Andrew with their kid Wen saying no, and this group doing things to bring on the apocalypse. And they don't want to do it. They've been having visions and they've been seeing stuff, and they're compelled to do this thing because they want to save the world. And it's very much a subversion. Usually when you think of the apocalypse and people coming, the 4 horsemen, you think of just like pestilence and sadness and destruction. And this is not that. They're trying to prevent it. And so it's a good little subversion. And I think where the movie really excels is the acting. It's very much a play. This movie is just a play, basically. And generally, I'm not into those types of movies that feels like plays. But I will say the acting here is very, very, very good, because you can feel the emotion from everybody. Jonathan Groff, as we know, is good. Ben Aldridge, as we know, is good. The kid's amazing. Dave Bautista, best wrestling actor of all time, is just amazing in this. Like, he proves without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best actor that was previously a wrestler. There's no doubt. There never was any doubt, I guess, but now for sure. He has eclipsed Hulk Hogan. He has eclipsed Randy Macho Man Savage, The Rock, John Cena, all of them. Where the movie falls apart is, you know, the M. Night Shyamalan of it all is, it doesn't feel, it feels undermined at times. It feels like the plot twists and the turns that they go with, there's not really any twist. Let me just get that. There's no twist, really. It's pretty straightforward. But it's the things that happen sort of undermine the emotional current of the movie. And so a lot of the movie is very emotional and engaging, and you can watch it and you can like it. It didn't feel like the execution was fully there. And I think that's like, you know, M. Night Shyamalan is someone who for the longest time people revered as a filmmaker. And he bombed hard with like Avatar and Lady in the Water, but there are people that like Lady in the Water. And so there's a lot missing here, but at the end of the day, I still enjoyed it. Like, I know M. Night Shyamalan's not going to be the best filmmaker, but he knows how to direct actors. And I think that's what his movies excel in best, is when the acting performance is so good that you don't really, by the end, you don't really care about the missteps in the movie. And that's how I felt here. And as a dad, any movie that has a dad being emotional, I'm going to get emotional. And as I said at the beginning, we had Bill and Frank in The Last of Us. Now we have Eric and Andrew. It just seems like, you know, I don't know if it's a commentary on society and how gay people are treated, but it definitely feels that way. And I think to see the love that is there in those relationships is really good for society to see, because we all need to start loving each other a little bit more compassionate, maybe listen to each other a little bit more. So I'm going to give this 7 out of 10 apocalypses. It is very good. I think if you like M. Night Shyamalan movies, if you enjoyed Old, if you enjoyed Unbreakable even, I think you'll enjoy this. It is, there's no twist. It's not the M. Night Shyamalan special where you figure out something at the end of the movie. It is very much, this is what's happening, and it leads to that. You know the whole time. So I think you're going to enjoy it. I think most people will enjoy it. There are some missteps. It's not his best. It's definitely not his worst. It's a 7 out of 10. It's really fun to watch. Jonathan Groff and Dave Bautista and Ben Aldrich knock it out of the park. So do the other, Rupert Grint is barely in it, but he's really good in it too. And the other actors. I think it's just a well-acted movie, and that propels it a little bit further than it should have been. So yeah. Go watch Knock at the Cabin at the End of the World of the Apocalypse.
Un esercito di prodi